Hey, I'm Al Kavadlo and you're watching Ask Al. Today's first question comes from a Facebook fan named Kishore, who says, "Hey Al Kavadlo, gymnasts tell us to point our toes out for everything, while yoga practitioners tell us to point our heels out and our toes in. What's the difference? How is one better than the other?" Hey, Kishore. This is a great question, and it's also a great example of how there's often more than one way that you can approach an exercise. Now, when you're dealing with any sort of specified discipline like yoga or gymnastics, at some point, someone had to make an official call on what the rule in that style was going to be. So it's not about one is safer or one is not as effective. It's just that at some point along the way, someone in the yoga community said, this is the way that we do it in yoga. And someone in the gymnastics community said, this is the style that we prefer in gymnastics. It's not a matter of one being right or one being wrong. Just different styles have different rules. Next question comes from a Twitter fan named Praveen, who says, "Hey Al, I've got a question. Are dips and pull-ups enough for upper body? Will doing only 2 of them bring any imbalance?" Hey, Praveen. If all you're doing for your upper body is pull-ups and dips, you can definitely build a good amount of muscle and strength. However, at some point, you might want to just explore some other exercises for variety. And heck, you might even start having fun with your training and forget it's a workout altogether. Next question comes from a Facebook follower named Sam Hope, who says, "Hey Al, what's your philosophy on order of exercises in a session? Specifically, for instance, hanging leg raises, pull-ups, and chin-ups, which all inhibit each other. Is there a philosophy you follow that could be applied to all like situations?" Hey, Sam. After I get warmed up, I usually like to start with the hardest exercise first, when I'm nice and fresh. Then, as fatigue sets in, I can move to exercises that are less difficult. For most people out of the 3 you named, the pull-up is going to be the most challenging, so I would do that one first in your workout. However, some people might find the hanging leg raise to be the most difficult, and if that's the case for you, then start out with those. There's lots of different ways you can approach your training, but you're not going to be able to do your hardest exercise at the end of the routine because you just won't have the strength left for it. Last question of the day comes from another Facebook fan named Ewan Kenny, who says, "Can you do a clapping handstand push-up, Al?" I don't know. Let me give it a shot. Hey. That move's a lot of fun, and I made sure to do it at the beginning of my workout while I was fresh. Well, that's all the time I got for this episode of Ask Al. Keep leaving me questions and comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, I'm Al Kavadlo, and we're working out.